welcome back to Scott Speaking Sports, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with my dad today. We are here to do our Week 1 NFL predictions and our Week 2 college football predictions. Let's get into those right now. First game out at noon on Saturday. Texas at home against San Jose State. I will take Texas at home. Texas didn't look great last week, but I think Arch Manning and Texas will get back on track here at home.
I feel bad for San Jose State. I think Texas is going to take out that loss on San Jose and beat them pretty badly. I got Texas in this one.
Next up, FIU and Penn State. I will take Penn State. Penn State looked good on Saturday. I'll take Penn State at home.
Pretty early, easy early schedule for Penn State. I agree. They'll beat FIU badly.
Next up, Illinois and Duke. I'm going to take Illinois on the road. I think Illinois looked pretty good last week. I'll take Illinois on the road over Duke.
I think Illinois is a team that could make the playoffs, and even though they're on the road at Duke, I think Illinois will win by at least 10 points.
Next up, Baylor on the road at SMU. I will take SMU. Baylor's defense didn't look great on Friday night against Auburn, so I will take SMU at home over Baylor.
I think this game will actually be closer than the line, but I agree with Scott. I think SMU beats Baylor at home.
Next up, Kennesaw State and Indiana. I will take Indiana. I think Indiana looked pretty good last week. So I'll take Indiana at home over Kennesaw State.
Isn't Kennesaw State the one that gave Wake Forest a tough game?
Can't remember.
I think so. Anyway, Kennesaw State, I believe, played Wake Forest tough, but Indiana is better than Wake Forest, so I've got Indiana. But I think it'll be closer than people think.
Next up, Iowa and Iowa State. I will take Iowa State. I think Iowa State's been a better team this year. I'll take Iowa State over Iowa.
For my cousins that are big Iowa fans, I'm going to take Iowa here. I think that Iowa plays great defense and that they'll win a low-scoring game.
Next up, Kent State and Texas Tech. I will take Texas Tech at home. I think Texas Tech's a better team, so I'll take Texas Tech at home over Kent State.
Follow the money. Texas Tech spent a lot of money in the offseason buying players in the transfer portal. I like Texas Tech.
Next up, Utah State at Texas A&M. I will take Texas A&M. I think they've been they looked pretty good last week. I'll take Texas A&M over Utah State.
Agreed. I think easy early schedule. I like Texas A&M.
Next up, Grambling going to Columbus to take on Ohio State. I'll take Ohio State at home. I think Ohio State's looking pretty good this year. I'll take Ohio State over Grambling.
It's a tough one to pick. I'm kidding. Ohio State's going to win big.
Yeah. Next up, Troy at Clemson. I will take Clemson. I think Clemson's going to bounce back after a tough loss on Saturday against LSU. So I think Clemson bounces back against Troy.
Troy tends to play bigger programs pretty well, but I think Clemson's going to have a chip on their shoulder after last week. Clemson wins big.
Next up, Austin Peay taking on Georgia. I will take Georgia. I think Georgia's probably one of the better teams in the country. I'll take Georgia at home over Austin Peay.
I agree, Scott.
Next up, Oklahoma State and Oregon. I'll take Oregon. I think Oklahoma State looked okay on Saturday, but I think Oregon's a little bit better. I'll take Oregon at home over Oklahoma State.
It's one of those games that sounds better on paper than it is. Oklahoma State has not been very good of late. Oregon has. Oregon wins big.
Yeah, we might finally disagree here. Next up, Ole Miss heading into Lexington to take on Kentucky. Unfortunately for my buddy Terry Jewell, I'm taking Ole Miss here. I think Kentucky did not look very good on Saturday. I'll take Ole Miss to get it done over Kentucky.
I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah. I actually will take Kentucky. I
Yeah,
think Kentucky's going to win. It's going to be a close game. They upset Ole Miss last year on the road, so I think they'll also upset them at home this year.
Yeah, we had to pick something different, so
That's okay.
Yeah. Next up, East Tennessee State heading into Knoxville to take on Tennessee. Again, Josh Heupel's got a good team again this year. I'm going to go with Tennessee at home over East Tennessee State.
If you have a direction in front of your name and then state at the end, you're probably not very good, particularly when you're playing your cross-state rival. I like Tennessee to win big in this one.
Next up, South Florida heading into the Swamp to take on Florida. 92 degrees on Saturday in the Swamp at 4:15. I will take Florida. I think this game's going to be closer than people think. I don't want it to be. I want to see Florida absolutely humiliate South Florida after the Prince Charles Field after beating a very bad Boise State team last week. I'll take Florida at home over South Florida.
I agree. I think South Florida will give Florida a tough game, but I think the fact that the Gators are in the swamp, I think they'll get the victory here.
Next up, Bethune-Cookman heading into Hard Rock Stadium to take on Miami. I'll take Miami. Miami looked very good last night against Notre Dame, so I'll take Miami over Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, another easy game for a top 25 team. I think Miami wins this one big.
Next up, South Carolina State heading in to Williams-Brice Stadium to take on South Carolina. South Carolina looked good yesterday against Virginia Tech. I'll take South Carolina at home over South Carolina State.
I agree. I think South Carolina is one of those teams that could actually sneak into the playoffs. So I like South Carolina in this one.
Next up, Army going into Manhattan to take on Kansas State. Closer than people think in this game. I've not been very impressed with Kansas State the first 2 weeks, but I'll take Kansas State to get the win at home over Army.
I agree. Army's typically one-dimensional. I think Kansas State can stop the run, and so I do like Kansas State to get the win here.
Next up, Louisiana Tech heading in to Tiger Stadium to take on LSU. Night game at Tiger Stadium usually doesn't mean great news for the other team. I'll take LSU at home over Louisiana Tech.
Agreed. I think LSU actually probably has a little bit of a letdown after a big win, but they're still good enough to beat Louisiana Tech and they win big.
Next up, Arizona State heading into Starkville to take on Mississippi State. I'll take Arizona State here. I think Mississippi State is still not a good team. I'll take Arizona State on the road over Mississippi State.
I think this will be a close game. I think it'll be like a field goal kind of game, but I do agree with Scott. I think Arizona State goes on the road and gets the win.
Next up, Louisiana Monroe heading in to Tuscaloosa to take on a very upset Alabama after losing on Saturday to Florida State. I'll take Alabama to get the win at home over Louisiana Monroe.
I feel bad for Louisiana Monroe. Alabama's going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder. Big Alabama win.
Now into the UCF and North Carolina A&T. I will take UCF in this game. I feel like UCF's going to have a much better game this week. I think Scott Frost now knows who his quarterback needs to be, and I'll take UCF at home over North Carolina A&T this week.
I agree. North Carolina A&T is not a good program. UCF's not a great program either, but I think UCF gets a win pretty big.
Yeah. Now into the College Game Day game of the week. It'll be number 14 Michigan heading into Memorial Stadium to take on number 18 Oklahoma. I'm going to take Oklahoma in this game. I think Oklahoma showed me last week that they are going to be an improved team this year. So I will take Oklahoma at home over Michigan.
It's a tough one to pick, but I actually think Michigan is a better overall program. I think Oklahoma is much better than they were last year. They've got a better quarterback, but I do think Michigan will go in, and it'll be a close game, like a field goal game, but I like Michigan to win.
Now into the NFL games for the weekend. We finally have some NFL games to pick here on the channel, so let's get into those. First game out, the Dallas Cowboys heading in to Philly on Thursday night to take on the reigning Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles at home to get it done against the Cowboys.
This is a pretty easy game after the Cowboys trade away their best defensive player, and that the Eagles win by at least 10 points.
Now into Fridays, it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs heading in. As the Chiefs and Chargers head into Sao Paulo to take up Brazil on YouTube TV. I'll take Kansas City to get the win here. I think this is still going to be another year of the Chiefs getting calls where they don't deserve them, especially now that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged. I think the calls will continue to happen even more now. I'll take the Chiefs on the road to get it done against the Chargers.
I'm going to go the other way. I think the Chargers are going to be very good this year. I think the Chiefs won so many close games last year they can't continue that. I think the Chargers win a close game here.
Next up, the Bucs heading into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. After 2 losses last year, I think the Bucs are out for revenge here. I'll take the Bucs to find a way to get a win on the road in Atlanta against the Falcons.
I'm going to agree with Scott here. I think the Falcons definitely could win this game, but I'm going to pick the Bucs. I think that their offense is going to just outscore. It should be a shootout kind of game, but I like the Bucs.
Next up, the Bengals heading into Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm going to take the Bengals here, but I don't feel great about it. I'll take Joe Burrow and the Bengals to get a win on the road over the Browns.
It was based upon how many quarterbacks you brought into camp. I think the Browns had 7 or 8. They would win, but it's not based on that. I think the Bengals also win as well.
Next up, the Dolphins heading into Indy to take on the Colts. I'm actually going to go with the Colts here. I think Daniel Jones will do enough to get it done this week. I'm going to take Daniel Jones and the Colts to get it done at home over the Dolphins.
Colts traditionally are a pretty good home team, but I do think the Dolphins have more weapons. I think the Dolphins get the win.
Next up, the Las Vegas Raiders. First game for new head coach Pete Carroll as they head in to Gillette to take on the New England Patriots. I'm going to take the Pats here at home. I think Drake May is in for a big rookie, sophomore season. So I'll take New England at home over the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't think either team is particularly good, but the fact they're playing in New England, give me the Patriots.
Next up, the Arizona Cardinals heading into New Orleans to take on the Saints. My eliminator pick of the week, I will take Arizona on the road to get it done in New Orleans against the Saints.
I want to agree with Scott. I think New Orleans will be one of the 2 or 3 worst teams in the NFL. I don't think Arizona will be great, but they'll be good enough to beat the Saints.
Next up, the Pittsburgh Steelers heading into MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. Big game for Aaron Rodgers here. I expect him to get redemption against the Jets for them releasing him. I'll take the Steelers on the road to get it done against the Jets.
I'm going to agree with Scott, although I do think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think both teams are good defensively. I don't think the Steelers are going to look great offensively, but I think they'll win a close, low-scoring game.
Yeah, definitely. Probably the lowest total we've seen all week, so I'll take the Steelers to win. Yeah. Giants, now the Giants heading into Washington to take on the Commanders. I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders to get the win at home over the Giants.
I agree with Scott. I think the Commanders are going to be as good this year, if not better. You've got Daniels in his second year. I like the Commanders to win this one.
Next up, Carolina heading into Jacksonville to take on the Jags. My upset pick of the week, I'm going to go with Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers to get the win on the road in Jacksonville against the Jags.
It's a good pick. I'm going to go the other way, though. I think with Liam Cohen coming in, I think he's going to get that offense going, and I like the Jags to win at home.
Next up, the Tennessee Titans heading into Denver to take on Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. I will take Denver. Very tough place for Cam Ward to have his first start. So I'll take Denver at home over the Titans.
You're right. I think Denver's one of the 3 or 4 best defenses in the league. It's a tough place for a rookie quarterback to start. So I do like the Broncos.
Next up, the San Francisco 49ers heading into Seattle to take on the Seahawks. I'm going to go with Brock Purdy and the 49ers to get the win on the road in Seattle against the Seahawks.
I think the 49ers are more talented, but the Seahawks play very well at home. So I think the Seahawks win in a very close game.
Next up, the Lions heading into Green Bay to take on the Packers. I'm going to go with the Packers here at home. I think the Lions have beaten them the last 3 years in a row at Lambeau. I don't think they make it 4 in a row here. I'll take the Packers at home over the Lions.
I'm going the other way. I think this game is a toss-up for me, but I think the Lions tend to win close games, so I like Detroit in this one.
Next up, the Houston Texans heading into SoFi Stadium to take on the Rams. I'm going to go with Matt Stafford and the Rams to get the win at home over the Texans.
I think this will be a very competitive game. I could go either way, but I agree with Scott. I like the Rams at home.
Now, first game of Sunday Night Football this year is it'll be Lamar Jackson and the Ravens heading into Buffalo to take on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Probably your game of the week this week in the NFL. I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens to get the win on the road in Buffalo against the Bills.
I'm going to go with the Bills in this one. We've been watching the Bills on Hard Knocks. Very entertaining. I like the way the Bills are coming together as a team. I think at home they get a very close win against the Ravens.
Next up, the Minnesota Vikings heading into Chicago to take on the Bears. First game of Monday Night Football. You got a Monday Night doubleheader next week. I'm going to go with Caleb Williams and the Bears to get the win at home. I think the Bears are going to find a way to get a win at home of the Vikings.
I think with Ben Johnson as a head coach, I think the Bears will be very good this year eventually. I don't think it'll come in week 1, though. I like the Vikings to win on the road in Chicago.
And that will do it for this episode of Scott's Swing Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back next week with some more NFL and college football predictions. And I'll see you guys right back here next week on Scott's Swing Sports. See you later, guys.
See you guys.